Hi, this is Richard Dreyfuss, and I was in The Big Valley. I was also in the worst and best films of 1967, The Graduate and Valley of the Dolls. And you're watching Supanova TV.
Hey, we are here with the one, the only Richard Dreyfuss. Yes, we, all of us, all of these people here who are watching you on the internet. We are here with Richard Dreyfuss. Before I go any further, I would like to just call attention to the magnificence that is your shirt. Now, I have been hosting cult movies for the past 4 years, and we started with Jaws. Jaws changed the face of movies, quite literally. It turned it into a giant shark. But at the time you were working on it, did you have any understanding of how much it was going to change essentially the concept of the blockbuster, or create the concept of the blockbuster?
Not really until it did.
Yeah.
And then it did.
In a big way. Like, from that point onwards, suddenly the concept of what a successful film was changed.
Yes, people began to believe that a film had to have the same massive impact on every single society. Yeah. And there are only a few of those.
Well, and within the space of a year, pretty much, it was Jaws, and then within a year it was Star Wars.
Yep.
And between
then it was Indiana Jones, and then it was Star Wars.
Yeah. And then this sort of ongoing thing of it has to be a blockbuster. It has to, as you say, affect everyone.
Yes, and a very interesting article was written in the New York Times that said they're running out of ideas for blockbusters, meaning ideas that will affect every culture in the world. Yeah. So they're going to have to go back to the old way of shooting films, which was to film a movie about Kansas and hope to God that people in Nigeria will like it.
You've been involved in so many of those films over the years. So we go from Jaws, and then from the cult movie perspective, which is my kind of home territory, we go into Close Encounters as well. You're working with Spielberg again. It's another film that is about commonalities. It's about, the other, the alien. What is it about the films that you see in a script and say, I'm going there, I need to do this?
Well, we've spent millennia being terrified of the idea of life on other planets.
Quite comfortable with it.
And Stephen was the very first one to say that. Yeah. He said, there's nothing to fear by looking up. Yeah. And he made a movie about it. Yeah. And for that reason, it's got quite a noble attachment.
Yeah. I think it is a film that says it is okay to hope. And it's a good thing to actually, the other, the different, is not something to be afraid of. And I think that's a message that's really important these days.
Excellent. Yeah. Excellent.
Another of your films that I adore is Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead. Now, you are the player in that, and you have a line in there, and I want to know whether you think it is true or how you respond to it these days. Are actors people, or the opposite of people?
Actors are exactly what Shakespeare say they are. They hold a mirror up to nature. And because of that, they can scare the living bejesus out of people.
Is that something you think about when you look at roles? Do you look at it and think, okay, how is this going to affect my audience? How is each role affecting my audience, and how does it affect me?
Well, I think that it's a question that is asked by every actor for every role. How will it affect my audience? It's asked in different vocabulary, for instance, but it's another way of saying, is it going to be popular? But a great movie or a great role will, in fact, hit someone right in their heart. And they are either going to accept the illustration or not. I played Dick Cheney once, and
that was in W, was it?
In W.
Yeah, yeah.
And people said, how could you have played Dick Cheney? And I said, well, there's Dick Cheney in all of us.
Richard, I'm sorry,
It's
because...
really very nice to have met you, and thank you very much for coming.
And it has been lovely to meet you, and thank you very much for coming.